my friends. Hello, hello. It's me, Cynthia from Greengirlstudios, and Azalea. She's on the other side of the camera.
Hello.
Hope everyone had a pretty good week. I see our friends are with us. Hello, Mary. Hello, Katney. I've got the laptop behind me. Maybe I'll move it over to notice that it's where I'm blocking my own view. Can you move that computer over so I can read the screen? Yeah, this one. I see better. Thank you. Yes. So on Sunday, what did we do on Sunday?
We did a sale of
We did a
silver
sale,
things.
and I showed some of the watercolor technique, and I showed some of these pieces. Oh, I have one that didn't quite come out. I had a loss. Hello, my friend Clem. Hello, Nilda. Hello, Nancy. Guess what, y'all? Right now, we are streaming through our own internet. Can you believe that? So our internet was returned. When was it? Last night?
Yeah.
We were pretty delighted. It was good times. Very good times. Because we were like, I think Verizon was, I don't know what the word is when they take out some of your internet. I don't know what is it when somebody said throttle their account, and that word felt really weird to say that in regards to your internet stream. But it seemed like I couldn't access my internet. Everybody else was like, and Max was using it for streaming, and I was getting nothing. So it was kind of a weird couple of weeks, because usually I don't want to say I'm addicted to the internet, but I like to be on the internet. So it was a forced break that nobody liked. And so today we went to the yarn store. And I said the yarn store. We went to Pearl's, and it was pretty awesome. There's usually a Wednesday morning meeting. We didn't go to it this morning. We rolled in at the tail end. And I got this yarn. Look at this. It's flecked. What is this? Peace fleece, or it's kind of a squishy. It's good for making booties. I say booties, and anytime I say that, people are like, what are you talking about, Lauren? Baby slippers? No, I'm not actually wearing them right now, but I'm going to show what I'm talking about. I crochet these. I know they're kind of wild. Our friend Marcia, her studio washed away in Bernardsville. That's about 30 minutes from here. And she's a nice lady. She raised those Angora goats and then took their fur or their wool and had hand dyed it and had it spun. And this is that wool. Isn't that cool? And so I crochet it to this really dense fabric. And I wear these with Birkenstocks. It's, as Azalea says, it's different. Fashion different. But you know what? Guess who doesn't have cold feet? That's right, me. So anyway, we went in there and they were like, hey, guess what? We had so many donations that came through our store that each customer gets, what was it? It was like $30 off. What was it? Yeah, it was $30 off.
I'm not sure if she gave that to every single customer.
I think locals. Locals.
Frequenters.
Oh,
probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
But anyway, I got a bunch of yarn, and it was good times. I don't have any of the other ball. But anyway, I like this fluff yarn. Oh, I see a bunch of comments came in. I didn't notice them. Hello, Pat. Hello, Katney. Hello, Arlene. Cecilia. Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me tonight. Oh, yes. I see Clem says, I received my strawberry garden kit today, and I'm looking forward to using it to crochet some magic thread necklaces. It's such a juicy kit. Yes, that one is a good one. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Karen. Hello, my friends. Okay, so today I had an idea of making a necklace with, I have some of these stones. So this is a necklace I made a long time ago. You can tell I made a long time ago because look at how small this neck hole. Look at this. What is that, like 14 inches? Let me see. You have something I can measure this with? I can see how long this is. Where's my tray? I cleaned off the table. I don't know if anyone else does this. I clean off the table, then I can't find my stuff because I pile everything next to myself. It's out of sight. It's out of mind. It's a great big one. Let's see. This one, I named that exactly so. 14 inches. Wow. But anyway, so these are little sterling. You know what? They're sterling, but when I started this, it was vermeil. So that's how long ago. It's so long ago that the gold plate that was on it, and you can see it. Sometimes it'll flash and you'll see a little tiny smidge of the remaining gold that did not wear away. But it's so old. It's like 20 years old. It has this is a gold pendant I got a long time ago. That's what's on one side. It's a little champagne diamond. It's set in, I think, 22. And this is the other side. Is enamel around the edge and then enamel on the back. Maybe I traded for that pendant. But anyway, I liked wearing this because you could reverse it. And I put it on I'd layer this piece. But it seemed like I don't like to wear this length of necklace anymore. So I was going to redo it and make a chain. So sometimes I will make chains in either like that. This one was done with Softflex, or I thought we could do one with 2 threads of nylon. So we'd at least start it tonight. I don't know what time is it. Oh, 6 minutes only. So yeah, maybe I'll be fast tonight. So this is the Ceylon, Eslon, same thing, nylon. And they're 2 different widths, 2 different colors. Doesn't matter about that because I have glued them together with Freight Check. That is an alcohol-based glue, and it's kind of like Fabri-Tac in that when it's dry, it makes a very firm glue, and that's good for this because you want to make a needle. That's what we've done here. Okay, let's see. Wendy says, "Hi, ladies. Happy Hump Day." Bonnie, I'm wondering if my kits are ordered. I don't know, Bonnie. I'd have to look if your kits are ordered. That's like a message for, like when I can check it when I'm not looking at this screen. All right, so let's flip this camera around. Flip this around. Oh, thank you, little daughter. She's doing it for me. Okay.
Did you turn off your phone?
No. Did it do that thing again where it exited me from camo? Okay.
Yes.
That's nice. I don't know. I got everything set up. I know every time.
What is going on?
Now, let's get on this way. Here, let's walk and talk while we're doing this. All right, phone.
You gotta make sure that stays there. There you go.
No, we got this. There she is. Sorry. Learning and growing. There we go. Make some space. Hey, I don't have to jack up the thing. I can be on this. Where am I? Zoom. Ooh. Hello? There we are. Oh, Wendy says very soothing music. Good, because that's what it is. Healing vibes. It's more sound effects than anything.
It's Gaia healing frequencies. It's not just sound effects. It's like actual frequencies, like the.
Good.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's legit.
All right, you have some little scissors so I could trim this. Oh, let me just grab I have a dish of all my little necessary things. Sometimes when I'm traveling, I take one of these with me. This is a thread cutter. It's usually used for like yarn. It's better for that. But this is a good option for traveling. And another option is if you would have like a dental floss case. That's a good little way to trim your yarn. So I'm going to trim this like this so I can make a sharp point. Right, this is a leftover kit from maybe a few months ago. I was looking at it and I saw some things in there. I like that blue lace agate. It has kind of a big hole, so I don't know. I might rethink that. I know that I wanted something with this. I have a bunch of this from, these might be too small. I was just looking at them. I need a better size. Let's see. You know, sometimes you get where you think you have something and I keep buying the same size. I have these too. And I keep trying them. I'm like, oh, is this the one? And that doesn't work and I'm all surprised. Because I'm looking for this size, which is like a size up from this. Look how small this one is. Isn't that cute? These are like little discs. Let's see if that will work. We'll try it. Looks like an owl. What looks like an owl? Oh, hello, Donna. What's that little guy on the end of that necklace? Oh, this. Oh, that's a little. Oh, it is an owl, Bonnie. Here I am going, what owl? There's an owl right there. I'm sitting here going, this is what she's talking about? Duh. I need to put my optimizers on. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this. If these have a nice big hole. They're a little flat. They're little flat little squares. But boy, they've got kind of a small hole. I want one with a bigger hole. Maybe this will work. I wonder if these are the. Sometimes you get these and they're a different metal. They're not silver. They're like aluminum or something. And the way you tell is if it's light or not. These seem. I don't know. The way you can tell though anymore is get that kit from Jewelry Supply. I saw them before. They could let you know if something is plated, which would be helpful. Sometimes you buy things, you're going to melt it down, and you don't know it's plated until you get it home and hit it with a torch. And then you discover. Okay, so I'm going to try and make a nice little chain. And I've got these. These are called, what are these called? These faceted cornerless cubes or something. I think that's called a cornerless cube because it's a cube that they facet, knock the corners off. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing about an inch of beads and then using this like a needle. It's like this. Grab it like this. Pull it that way, and then you're holding them firm so they stay like a tube. You know, I was thinking I'd put some beads with it, but maybe I will not do that. Some other beads, I meant to say. I almost got all of them on there that time. I was doing so well. Only missed one. Get in there, you. And if it gets too raggedy at the end, you just take the little scissors and snip that. A little sharp. Oh, Wendy said that the internet is super bad or vintage. I don't know if that's Wendy or if that's who is on there. If it's, I'm not sure. But our internet, I tell you, I am delighting in having internet. We're all so happy. I'm like, what am I going to watch tonight? I think maybe I'll throw some of these in there. You know, I like these little corks. That might be pretty. I wonder how that would be. Yeah, why not? And luckily, they have a nice big hole. It's so annoying when you get something that has a miniature hole. I'm going to put a couple more of another color. It's that kind of pink color. foil is really pretty. I think that's kunzite. We'll put that in there. Or morganite. What was that one, Azalea? Do you remember? With that kind of a pink?
That was a while ago. I don't remember exactly. I'd have to look.
You know, sometimes when they divide up like that, that's so...
This cat should always sleep in a clear container. You can see his paw pads.
That's good.
Yeah.
Marty's sitting there. Azalea placed him in one of our order trays, and he's posing on the table.
It's one of those like clear acrylic
Man,
crates where you can see into it. It's plastic, and I can see his paws. It looks good.
yeah, I can't. Having the internet was not fun all week because I could kind of see messages, but then if you clicked on it, you couldn't see the whole thing. You could just see the. I'm gonna have to go get some more of what you call it, spray check. I always want to call it. Fabri-Tac, but it's not Fabri-Tac. This is the product that I am referring to. Hello, Tina. Oh, I see Carrie. Let's see. I've been behind on these comments. What is this? What did these say? Let's see. Oh, I see one from Wendy that says, you ever get a string of beads and you see how thin the holes are and you think to yourself, do I really need to restring these or can I just attach it somehow? The answer, Wendy, is no, you cannot just attach it. Most of the times those are strung up on like the weakest thread. I've had more beads. Actually, I hate it. If I see that they have really small, tiny holes, I will not usually get them because I am so impatient anymore that I hate the idea of it. So I'm just adding another layer of this glue to give me a little bit of stiffness, and it already had a little bit, but it kept coming apart and being weird and splitty, so I'm trying to correct that with another layer. I'm gonna let it sit here for a second. You can use any glue that will firm up. This is easy to remove from your fingers. There are different super glues, but you need to wear gloves or use plastic or something. This one this is from the crochet. This is one of the ones I finished, and I have not yet. I've been dawdling because I haven't figured out my clasp yet. But you want to see something that made me kind of feel, where to go? Here it is. This one, the stone, it was a perfect sapphire, and I must have dropped it, but there's a little crack running through it, and it made me sad, so I put this one for sale. I just kept it, because, you know. Oh, Alice House. She says, wow, those holes are teeny. Alice, my friend, it's good to see you. Yes, they are pretty small. These are not too bad. These on this, let me see what is happening. Oh, I got this at a antique store. Isn't this pretty? I'm going to cut it up, but you know what? I kind of don't want to cut it up. My friend Joanne and I saw this at that Sweeten Creek place, but it's no longer there. It's totally washed away. You remember that Atomic? That place got it. That's all you can see is like a concrete slab. But anyway, I got these. It was pretty nice. That was last month I bought those. Ran into one of our customers and friends at the Atomic Furnishings, I think it's called, but they're no longer there now. Not sure. A lot of people have been not sure what you do when you have that. I think you just either start over or do something else. I've been using micro cord sealon that I got from Kate. It goes through really teeny holes with relative ease. Yes, that's very good. Oh, Seagray says, hello, everyone. Jess Mahari just mailed out her first all-color catalog with 38 pages. It's fabulous. I'll have to get that. I love getting a catalog. Seems like I used to get catalogs all the time. That was like a thing of the past. It's okay. Make some space over here. Sometimes I'll pour everything out and then I'm like, why did I do that to me? But this is not the best way to store it, but you know what? Sometimes it's good. Terry says, hello, the circus is setting up. Hope you can make it to a showing. Oh, we always make time to go to Bernardo's. That's like our favorite circus. We saw another one, we kept seeing the ads for it, but I don't like the ones with animals. So. I mean, I like animals. I just don't necessarily want to see them jumping. Well, I mean, unless they, I don't know. Ugh, I pulled this and I keep pulling it. This is from my crochet. I did not put the clasp on it, and now look at it. I'll just put it in a bag. It's my solution. Put it in a bag. So I wanted to make something for this piece. I kept it because the stone got a little bit messed up. Oh, what was it? Which catalog, Wendy? We were talking about Jess Mahari's, but I like to get the Sundance catalog. I'm going to add more of these. I'm going to add more of these pieces. This is from, I can't remember what the name of this kit was. It's been sold out, I think. Sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Yeah, these have a pretty good size hole, gemstones. Yeah, like I'm putting 2 threads through this, so yeah, this has got a big old healthy. And a little quartz. Yeah, see, we're working fast now. Just get the right tools. I think that's the spine, Wendy. Hello, Kay. We've been prepping all week for the Great Bead Extravaganza. I don't know if anyone on our live today is planning on watching, but it is a lot of fun and a lot of good free content, especially if there's a lot of multimedia. Like we have our guest this time has a background in embroidery, so it should be exciting to see some new things like that. I love it. I love having what do they call, omni crafting. I saw that term and I was like, wow, it's like multi-dimensional, which is true. I feel like that's with doll making or doll collecting. You can sew and wig make and all that with one hobby. Beading. That's faster. Get by the inch at a time. So that's what I have going on. Kind of asymmetrical. We'll do another color in here because I kind of just left that. Maybe I'll do one of these big ones. I'm trying to make them small beads so it functions as a little chain. So you could put whatever you wanted and it slides through. Sometimes if you make it where there's too many different bumps, you have to have a great big bail to accommodate the chain. Like this has a big bail. So this chain, this is a beaded chain. This has head pins on it. And I can remove this pendant. So it's like this. You kind of have to wiggle it off. But it's pretty easy to change out. This has got embellished chain. It just has little small head pins. But if you keep everything relatively the same size and pretty small, you can use it for multiple different pendants. But this, you need a pretty big bail. Like this one has probably, I don't know, I think that's probably like 5 millimeters tall. So it can accommodate, let's see, probably like this. Karen says, are you doing a kit we've been working on it. It's the only thing is it's been hard with all the road closures and all the, all the problems. Like we haven't been able to get any shipments. So we are delayed for sure, but we're planning on it. So hopefully we can get everything finished. It's always a good time though, for sure. The whole weekend. Learn something new. One time Heather Powers was teaching about making little leaves from seed beads. That was a pretty good, and wire. That was a pretty good lesson. I like that. Kate always has something useful. Candy, I wonder what she's going to do. We'll see. You never know what Candy's going to get up to. Or Christy. It's kind of exciting. Whoops. Now, I've been making this pretty neutral. Maybe I'll change it up and put something else. But I'm trying to, if you look at this, I'm focusing on doing mostly small shapes. Karen says, I love those stones. I came on late. What are those stones you're working with? This is one of our previous kits. I am making a chain, and I'm going to try making something for this stag piece, which we have a few. We worked this week on making them, and we debuted a bunch of these Sunday evening during our live, and we have some that did not sell. I was going to show them again, but like this piece, I'm planning on making a pretty big bail, so I could put this and I can interchange it. It's one of my favorite techniques. Actually, I should have been showing that with wire in what I like to call is like the messy wrap. And the messy wrap is good because it's ornate yet very easy. Like this is a bunch of crystals. Oh, you're gonna poke them in there while we're talking about it, little daughter? It's good thinking. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna keep stringing this. Azalea is gonna show some of these. These are from Sunday. This is the leftover. This one I'm not selling because I'm gonna just keep it because as see that little crack. I was so disgusted. But, sometimes that happens. And you know what? It didn't crack in the kiln. It cracked when I was cleaning it. That's what made me sad. Drop crack. Oh, she's going to line it up. Let me get this out of the way.
Just so people can see it for now. They can look at it.
You can think about it. You can think about it.
About it.
So the price is here, $62. Now what happens is the stones are weighed. They're not calibrated and they're not the same. So this one has a ruby. How perfect that is. And it's sterling and like a set. Nice piece. So we'll set them out like this. And look at this one. It's kind of greenish. Came out good. But, I made these with the intention of taking them to, we have the Big Crafty. I don't know if that's still going to happen, but you never know. We had some shows lined up that were canceled because the place has been, it's not there anymore. So maybe what we'll do is like a virtual show for like a holiday market. Talking to our friends and trying to, come up with solutions. Oh, we haven't got, maybe there's a crescent moon, but we'll show them next.
We've got moon buttons.
Wendy, if you're interested, I didn't know people like this. I usually put them together because they're kind of hard to put together. This is the little bubo owl. It's cast in 3 different pieces. See, this is a separate piece here. One piece there. And then the head is a separate piece. Yeah, it's pretty cute. And that has little rainbow moonstone eyes. Isn't that sweet? And then I just wire wrap, draw a big loop on this. This is a big fine silver piece of wire. It draws the best loop. So you could get through there. And I made this one. I only kept this one. I had some with like a Shibuichi head and a bronze body. We were mixing and matching them. They looked really good. So Let me see, how far can I get on this? You know what? I want these other beads. All right, maybe these will work. All right, let's see. This is taking kind of a minute. I was going to pre-string these. I should have. But yeah, look how pretty that looks. But that didn't make very many. So if I do this, it's going to be very short. I think I'll just demo. I'll do a couple inches of this just so you can see. Because this is going to take me forever to do this. Probably stringing all these up, I might redo it. We'll see. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show what this chain looks like with the different options. And then I'll show something else. Okay, so the first things first is you can decide how long you want that tail to be. So this is going to be one end of your necklace. Everything is strung. I could easily string. Probably I want this at least 14 inches. So I like it to be a little bit longer than the actual 14, but I want to show this technique, and it's taken me a minute to demo this. So maybe what I'll do is continue it at another time. So I usually like to be wrapped up on the tutorial end of this by about the 30-minute mark. All right, so you make your first knot, pull it tight. This is so pretty on a small. And the best part of this kind of knotting technique is that you can pull the pieces or the threads apart like this. You get a nice, tight knot. Oh, Wendy, I hope they don't cancel it. I really hope they don't. So you could do one knot at a, or one bead at a time, like this, and let's see what it looks like. So I'm probably going to rip this out later so I can keep going with this, but I wanted to show a little bit of it before we got to the next section. Maybe we could clear these, Azalea. Maybe what we'll do is put these on the website. We may put these on the website. I haven't decided yet on how we're going to do this. Okay, so let's do, I kind of like the way it looks when the whole thing is done this way, but it's a very time-consuming way to make a necklace chain. But it's very durable, and it's really flexible and feels really pretty on and looks really magical. To have it, the whole thing knotted like that, it looks really cool. But if you don't want to do it that way, because this can take forever, then you're knotting and knotting and knotting. It can take longer to do than one that's like this, because you're doing the same action. This is probably the same amount of knots as like right here, as much as this is. The action is the same. Yes, it's a makes a very durable finished product and really pretty. So here's another thing. You can take that, and I was doing one at a time, but let's see what it looks like with 3. So here's 3 in a row. So it's almost like Morse code now, with like a dot, dot, and then a dash. The 3 are functioning as a dash. But it could be cool to do different different amounts. Okay, let's see. So that's the look with 3 in the middle. It's a subtle difference, but I think it looks pretty. Let's see what it looks like with meeting up with this. We're going 3. Yeah, the smaller kind of takes more. It's a little bit different than knotting larger beads, that's for sure. You kind of have to, it's a lot more by feel. Hey, Bonnie, we just now got internet, like last night. So if you're looking for invoices or something of that nature about Sunday, we just got internet, and we've been doing cellular. So the cellular internet is
Oh,
very
is
weak.
Bonnie wanting to know about her invoice? Because I sent from Sunday, because I sent invoices just a little over an hour ago.
Yeah, so check then, because she's talking about. I can see here. I looked up and saw that. Yes, you can expect it. Should be today, but we didn't have a way to send them until yesterday because the internet kept cutting out. When you're using cellular data, and the whole town is also using cellular data, your internet's going to be super duper slow. And our printer doesn't like that story. And so it's hard to print, it's hard to send emails, everything kept bouncing back.
We had to go to Cherry Tree.
We went to Cherry Tree to
labels.
use their Starlink. Everything's kind of a rigmarole. So just look for it. Just check then. If you still don't have one and you're not seeing it, we'll try to resend it and see if that helps. Terry says, are the small silver beads similar to Kate's shadows? I think so. She calls those shadows. I didn't know that's what she called those until, she has the ones from, I think they're brass and then they're plated. Those, I'm not sure where hers are from. These I get from Jerry. His are from Thailand, Singaraja. All right, so that's with, let's see if you can even see it. So these have one knot in between. Let's see if that makes a difference. And this one has 3, and then I increased. And so you can see there's a little bit of a subtle difference in the feel. The one with less knotting is more straight. So it's going to give you this feel, like this, more of a continuous look. If you do the knotting, you get more texture. It's on this end. You get a little more texture, and that will eventually, this will be the sturdiest, of course, when you knot it. It uses more threads and it takes longer. If you use 4 or 5 in between, it's going to be much quicker to do. But you can see, I'm probably going to rip this out so I can make this like, probably add another 15 inches because I want it to be a little bit longer. And what I'm making is a chain to put pendants on. And so I thought this would look good on either this style of chain. Look, if you can just picture it. Like that. With those little cornerless cubes or charlottes. I think I've always called them charlottes, but that might be only in regards to glass seed beads. What's the next? Where are those crescents, Azalea? What's next? We'll get container. That. Can you pass it over? I'm going to put these away. Let's see, I have these. These are nice. This would also be good with, I think this style of embellished chain would be really beautiful. Okay. You have to just picture it in your mind. Yeah, that looks good. Spread it out. These take forever to make. And you know what, nowadays, like this can be, you can order it. Or I've seen this at shows with different gemstones. In fact, I have some with a beautiful amethyst. If there's any interest in that, I'm going to get that out. I just remembered it. It looks like, it made me think of caterpillars. So I have this. This is a sapphire in this. It's like a little amulet piece. Pretty nice, heavy duty. That's $3.55. I'm going to just spread these out. Looks like I have 2 left from the other night. I must have sold all those. Oh, Terry says 2 to 3 millimeter gemstones are so fun for things like the chain. Yeah, that's one of the favorites. I love, yeah, look at this one. particularly pretty. Yeah, I love it. I'd put it like this, and I'd have something hanging from this part here, or it could function like a spacer. I like to use these types of, see these links? I made this for this necklace, and I use them. This is a big heavy duty necklace I made a long time ago, and I keep adding to it. So it's pretty fun. I made the handmade links, and on the links, you can see what I like to do here. I like to put teeny tiny sapphires. Now these guys have such a small hole. I had to use, if you can believe it, that's like 28 gauge wire right there. And I balled them up using a tiny little torch, and then flatten them with the pliers to give them a little bit of strength. And then they look like they're faceted. And that is the plan for this type of action. So you can almost picture it. So this is 354. This one is 355. I have these two left. Let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, so I have a bunch of these crescents left. These are perfect for a treasure necklace, like such as this. That's how I would end. This is a little silver arrow, and I have some gold-plated silver cubes. Let's see how this would look. Like, you can just picture. Yeah. See what I mean? Good times. So these are a little labor intensive. They have little sapphires. Sapphires. I don't know why I said that. You never know what's going to happen. So that's 371. This one. So the reason there's a price difference, if you're wondering, okay, the reason is some of them have more stones. And I did not charge what I usually charge to put a stone in, because then these would be like way more. So I only charged like $4 to add the stone. So that there's the weight of the silver, the price of the gemstone, and my time. My time on this is not, I did not pay myself very much, because you can see this one has 3 sapphires on it, and it's $56, which if you think about it, that's actually pretty good. All right, I have this one. This is a particularly beautiful one. Look how good that one came out. And some of these sapphires, they call them like color change. Nothing actually changes. The color is not the thing that changes. The light hitting it, whatever light you're under, some of these change. Like this one looks more pink in this light because these are LEDs, but when you get out in the sunlight, it looks more greenish. So that was kind of fun. I bought those a long time ago in Tucson. I can't remember what kind of sapphires. They were all in a little bag. Beautiful. Okay, so this one's 366. Look at this little ruby in there. Look how beautiful that sapphire. That's like a party color. So I'm down to my last, like, I don't know. I've been rationing out these sapphires. They're rose cuts. About 25 years ago, I bought a kilo, and that little paper pouch was about this big, and it was 1,000 grams of sapphires. And I have made those last over the years. Made them last and last. Okay, so this one is 365. Look at this one, how pretty this one is. And it's funny, in my camera, in my eyes right now, I'm looking at this sapphire, it looks pink to me. And when I look at it on the screen, it's sort of, it looks like a different color, almost gray, but it's a pink in real life. This one is a pretty yellowish gold. It's really beautiful. I have one more. Let's see. Oh, this one doesn't have I marked it as a 2-part. So that one has 3 sapphires, but it is $370. And it's nice thick. These are all different, by the way. All of them are different because they're not calibrated stones. Maybe this one's a calibrated, that little ruby cab. But those are little extras that I got from my bracelet when those popped. I had to have those reset. It was kind of hard. Oh, and here's the last of those stones, those rubies. They're set one in this. Isn't this so cute? Right there. 42, nice big thick piece. $360 is the price. This one's a good one because it's detailed on the front and back, and she has a little ruby. So this one would look great as a, just holding this necklace. What do I do with it? Oh, no, I don't see it. Anyway, as a link, to use it as a link. I love to use links, like right there's a good showable link. Oh, we were getting our glass. I looked at this and it reminded me of dichro glass. Get ready, that's on our things. I'm going to start teaching Azalea how to make glass beads. That's coming soon. The links on here, see that? Beautiful and easy to use. Oh, Terry says, have you ever made any casket-shaped pendants? Would be lovely with rubies. Maybe. No, I haven't. Have I, Azalea?
I would not know.
No, I don't think I have. All right, friends. Let's see. We're coming over to, I have come to the end of what I have. I'm going to do a little bit. We'll talk about, what are we going to talk about? Well, I kind of want to talk about putting one of these on a pendant, but I think I sold most of them. And I have to make more. Look how luxurious they look all in a cluster like that. All those hours of labor. All ages would love the mermaid links. Yes, I think I think of like Azalea when she was a kid, she always wanted to watch that show H2O, that mermaid show, and that's what made me think of it. She was obsessed. And even though I think of that, I am also obsessed with mermaids. So really, it is all ages. Oh, here's the necklace that I was talking about. This is the inspiration with the links right here. See this? So there's a link here. Boy, that's dirty. It needs to be cleaned. This is my friend Jessica Weasel made this necklace a long time ago. And I challenged her to see how many GGS pieces she could make. And she has on here 3 on one necklace. Like the Seek Wisdom link, the Love link. She used 2 links there, and an I button. And boy, this hasn't been cleaned in a long time. I want to hit it with a polishing pad. And look how creative a way to do the clasp. Get in there. There we go. That looks good. I was wearing this the other day. Kind of a nice asymmetrical, beautiful necklace. And here's that color. You can see she affected my brain with that because I didn't used to like this color at all. Like this color, I was like, that is horrendous. And now look at this. This was not that long ago that I made this necklace. A couple months ago, maybe. And you can see this is her palette. Isn't that weird how your palette can be changed and how it shifts? When I was in college, this was like my favorite color, this sage green. I think it was everybody's favorite color in the 90s. And then I got burnt out and turned to pink. And now I'm back to green again. All right. Oh, I see our friend June. Hello, June. Okay, we're going to flip the camera around. But I'm going to show
You showed
this.
everything?
I think I showed everything.
The buttons and the compasses?
Yes, I showed everything.
Okay, good.
I need to put it back. So if you're waiting on an invoice, just let me say.
Nobody should be waiting on any invoices. I've already sent all the invoices.
Oh, All right, so you should not be waiting. You check your email, and if you didn't get it, then you can just message on Facebook or something, and we will
No, not Facebook. Email.
email.
I don't get notifications from Facebook Messenger, and
I was gonna say
my
if you
mom's
do
job is not the invoices, because if mom gets the messages about invoices, she'll send me screenshots of it, and then I have to go seek it out. So just contact me directly.
yes,
Email.
Do that
Because she's not the one handling the invoices and the orders and the business part. She's over here sculpting.
Yes, that is true. Bonnie says I only email. Okay, that's good because then I don't have to be like. Sometimes when I look at the invoice or the Facebook Messenger, I will read it and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll have to do something about that, and then it's like it didn't happen. Email is best because I have to keep looking at it. All right, let me flip this. I'm gonna get the flipping. Ooh, chartreuse is sort of fun. I also was not a big fan. You know, that's the way it is. That's the way it goes. You never know what's going to happen. Kimberly says my all-time favorite color is pink, but I like all colors. Same. I am changing this over. Oh, I'm getting overwarm. It's too much. It's getting warm in here. These lights make it nice and toasty. Okay, friends, you saw a little bit. This was 30 minutes. Are you joking me right now? Sometimes the small making of, what is this? What is this light doing right in my eyes? Is that the whole time? Was that happening to me? And I was sitting there squinting, and now I can see better because I took my optovisors off, which was kind of like a visor shielding me. Oh, here we go. We'll read this. Back to the normal spot. All right, my friends. Let's see. Kimberly, sometimes I like to send completed jewelry pictures to artists when I use their components through Messenger. Kimberly, hashtag us on Instagram. Put a hashtag and say Greengirlstudios. Then everybody will see it, not just us. Every person will see that. Let's turn this camera around.
You don't have to do that. Just turn it. Just turn the actual camera.
Daughter, mistake. She tried to be creative.
Well, I think it's just the cord is not good.
Have a good evening. That says Carol says, check this out. The loaf has risen. This bread loaf has risen. Look at this cat.
You don't even mind.
No, he doesn't mind. Marty is just patient. Can you believe how patient this is? This cat is.
Thick.
Oh. Yes, we have. Wendy says, so happy you guys are getting some semblance of normalcy. It was normal for us to really plan how we were gonna organize our day by where are we getting flushing water? Where are we getting? Where are we going to use the internet? That was. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, when I got on there, I was on Instagram so fast.
That's crazy.
I was like, yes, I could see what my favorites are doing. And to say that I binge watched my favorites would be that one. Look at how heavy. You guys, what do you think of my kitty?
Heavy duty.
How much does he weigh? He weighs 18 pounds. Nice thick loaf. My bread loaf of cat. He's a loving and sweet kitty. All right, my friends. Azalea's filling orders. We're catching up. We are getting ready for our TGB event. Our section now, remember, Eastern time, 2:30. What time is that, Azalea?
Are you sure it's 2:30 and not 2
Yes,
p.m.?
it's 2:30. It's been 2:30 now. So on Sunday at 2:30, we will be showing some new things. Yeah. Big foreign Abby. Tabby? No, this is a British short hair.
Yeah, see how it's thick?
Very thick.
And
All right,
rounded.
my friends. We love you out there. Marty says, I love you. All right.
All right,
We
you're
will
a
see
little
you
bit
later.
goofy.
I'm getting goofy.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.